Oh yes, you're welcome back to today's broadcast. In today's video, let's look into the issue surrounding Israel and UK, and the why is that the Israel is now supporting the freedom of Biafra and also calling UK London the Islamic State of London. In fact, it's very, very powerful. Make sure you watch this video to the end so that for you to understand everything that is happening and the thing that is going on in the country. Since the day that this issue surrounded Islamic State of Britain started, so many things has been going on in Nigeria. Even though the Nigerian state government, they have not even said anything, and the support of Israel, the way the Israel is not supporting Biafra to the extent that, in fact, the Abuja itself, they don't even know what they are saying or what they are doing, and the fight surrounding Simon Ekpa. Now everybody have now seen that Simon Ekpa did not commit any crime. He did not commit anything that will warrant anybody to sentence him in prison. But it is Nigeria that commits a crime, and heavy crime. The crime that, in fact, as it is, it will warrant the president of Nigeria to rot in jail. And they being Nigeria is a country. Now, the country that is a democrat, a country that have rules and law, is now telling Nigerian government, look at what and look at where they are now failing and what they're supposed to do. Don't skip any part of it as it is. According to the headline, it says, strategic Israel call for Biafran exit and UK Islamic dominance over Nigeria, and the why Israel back Biafran despite UK Islamic diplomatic pressure against independence today. So the main reason why the Israel is now backing Biafra upon all the Islamic dominance and influence that is coming from Britain, and they are using it against the independence of Biafra. In fact, this video is full of a lot of information. Just make sure you watch it to the end. As about to watch, like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see things going on in Biafra land.
Netanyahu made the remarks during an interview for Israel's Army radio, drawing renewed attention to the increasingly strained relationship between the two countries.
אגב, הוא ואבא שלו, רנדולף, הבן של צ'רצ'יל, באו וכיסו כאן את מלחמת ששת הימים בצורה מאוד חיובית לנו. לך תמצא את זה בבריטניה עכשיו. מה שנקרא ברפובליקה האסלאמית של בריטניה, לך תמצא את זה.
זה לא אירופאית, כל אירופה כבר נהייתה כזאת, לא זה כאילו...
כן, אבל מישהו אמר שאתה יודע, הרפובליקה האסלאמית הראשונה עם נשק גרעיני תהיה הרפובליקה האסלאמית של בריטניה. בסדר, אוקיי.
The Israeli Prime Minister was discussing Britain's changing political climate when he contrasted the current United Kingdom with the country's historical support for Israel. Netanyahu praised positive coverage of Israel by journalist Randolph Churchill, the son of former British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, more than half a century ago. He then turned his attention to present-day Britain, saying, "Go find that in today's Britain, in what is called the Islamic Republic of Britain."
Go find that in today's Britain, in what is called the Islamic Republic of Britain.
Isn't all of Europe like that?
Yes, but someone said the first Islamic Republic with nuclear weapons will be the Islamic Republic of Britain. So, we'll make sure there isn't a second one here in Iran.
The interviewer subsequently questioned whether Netanyahu was singling out Britain unfairly, asking whether the same situation applied across Europe. Netanyahu responded by doubling down on his assessments. He said, "Yes, but someone said the first Islamic Republic with nuclear weapons will be the Islamic Republic of Britain." The comments have placed further strain on an already difficult relationship between London and Jerusalem. The reference to a nuclear-armed Islamic Republic is particularly notable because Pakistan is officially known as the Islamic Republic of Pakistan and has possessed nuclear weapons since the 1990s. Netanyahu's comments therefore immediately drew attention to the language he used to describe Britain and its political direction. The remarks also come at a time when Britain's approach to Israel has been undergoing a significant change. Relations between the two countries have become increasingly tense in recent months, particularly following the change in the British government and its tougher position on Israel's military action in Gaza. Andy Burnham, shortly before becoming British Prime Minister, apologized for Labour's initial response to Israel's military campaign in Gaza. Burnham said the party didn't get it right and needed to do better under his leadership, signaling a significant shift in Britain's approach to the Middle East. In July, Burnham also said his government would increase pressure on the Israeli government. That included the possibility of additional sanctions against individuals and entities, as well as consideration of restrictions on trade involving goods from illegal Israeli settlements. Those developments have contributed to a widening diplomatic gap between Britain and Israel. Netanyahu's latest remarks have now added a highly personal and politically charged dimension to that dispute. The Israeli Prime Minister's description of Britain comes against the backdrop of wider criticism of the UK from sections of the international political right. Similar comments were made during the 2024 US presidential campaign by J.D. Vance, who suggested that Britain could become the first truly Islamic country to possess the nuclear weapons. The comparison has placed Netanyahu's remarks within a wider political debate about Britain's changing demographic, cultural and political landscape. London Mayor Sadiq Khan has also faced repeated attacks from right-wing political figures abroad, with critics using his Muslim identity as part of broader political attacks. The latest controversy comes as Muslim leaders in Britain warn of increasing levels of hate crimes targeting their communities amid growing far-right rhetoric and increasing support for anti-immigration political parties. Netanyahu's remarks have also triggered criticism within Israel. Avi Dambush, who is running for the Knesset with Israel's opposition Democratic Party, criticized the Prime Minister for attacking Britain at a time when Israel is facing growing international pressure. Dambush argued that Israel needs strong relationship with countries around the world and accused Netanyahu's government of suffering from a serious diplomatic failure. That's what happens when there is a horrific diplomatic failure and an inability to rally countries in the world in favor of our interests, Dambush said in a social media post. His criticism reflects the growing political disputes inside Israel over Netanyahu's handling of the country's international relations. The British government has also responded. The British Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office said Netanyahu's comments were completely unacceptable and confirmed that the matter had been raised with the Israeli government. The statement represents a clear diplomatic rebuke from London and adds the growing list of disagreement between the two governments. The dispute is unfolding as Israel faces increasingly difficult relations with several traditional Western partners over its conduct of the war in Gaza and its wider policies in the Palestinian territories. For Netanyahu, however, the British government's increasingly critical position appears to have become a major source of frustration. His comments point to a fundamental disagreement over the direction Britain is taking in relation with Israel and the wider Middle East. Britain has historically maintained a close relationship with Israel, while also playing an important diplomatic role in the region. For the Gaza war has placed that relationship under unprecedented pressure. London's calls for greater pressure on Israel, potential sanctions, and restrictions connected to sentiments have created further friction. Netanyahu's remarks therefore come at a critical moment. They highlight how dramatically the relationship between Israel and one of its traditional European allies has changed. The Israeli Prime Minister is accusing Britain of moving away from the political environment that once provided much stronger support for Israel. Britain, meanwhile, is increasingly demanding accountability and applying greater diplomatic pressure over Israel's action in Gaza and the occupied Palestinian territories. The result is a rapidly deepening diplomatic divide. And Netanyahu's choice of language has ensured that the disagreement is no longer limited to policy. By calling Britain the Islamic Republic of Britain and describing it as a potential nuclear-armed Islamic republic, the Israeli Prime Minister has transformed a political disagreement into a highly controversial international confrontation. The British government has made clear that it considers the remarks unacceptable. Inside Israel, opposition voices are also using the episode to question the government diplomatic strategy. For Netanyahu, the controversy comes at a time when maintaining international support remains a major challenge. For Britain, the remarks represent another difficult moment in an increasingly complicated relationship with Israel. What was once one of Israel's strongest relationships in Europe is now becoming increasingly defined by disagreements over Gaza, settlements, sanctions, and Britain's broader Middle East policy. And with Netanyahu now publicly attacking Britain in some of his strongest language yet, the diplomatic relationship between London and Jerusalem faces another major test. For more informative reports, stay with us.
Oh yes, that is it. Imagine the prophecy of Mazen Kano has already come, and everybody have start seeing it. They have seen it that in fact Mazen Kano is a prophet. He said it at the beginning, at the first time when he started the journey of Biafra. He stated it that if the Britain did not let Biafra to go, that definitely Israel, that Britain will become an Islamic state of Britain. Today, Netanyahu has already made the statement, and everybody have now seen it that Britain, that is London, is now a caliphate of London. That is Islamic State of London. Very, very shameful and shocking. The country that everybody knows as Christian country, that they are the country that even take region to other continents. Today, the Islam have taken away the whole thing from them. It's very, very shameful. Let's see what is going on in Finland. Just watch and see the whole thing that is happening in Finland. How Samonekpa is defeating Nigerian government left, right, and center. It's very shameful to this country.
France, a very important message from our PM to all the one Nigeria morons, all the one Nigeria mentality, all his enemies where they seek for his downfall. Yes, so where we're listening to that message and also what to expect in today's appeal. Biafran's expectation in today's appeal is very, very high. Yes, so my people, we are expecting positivity. No matter the plans of the zoo, we have a high expectation. We are going to be seeing it in this video. Also, there is this rumor, this narrative that has been trending since yesterday about our PM Samonekpa's appeal, saying that the prosecutor, they want to reopen the case again. My people, we are going to be hearing the truth inside this video also. And our people where they Finland, they are already ready. They have arrived the court ready for the appeal to officially start today. In fact, my people, Finland, the boom, all this and more will be detailed in this very video. If only you can watch it to the very end. Greetings, my wonderful people. Today is 17th of August 2026, a very important date in Biafra land. A very important date for all Biafrans because we are standing in solidarity with our PM Samonekpa as he's going to be presenting some evidences, both pictorial evidence and the video evidence he had to use and counter the fabricated lies that the zoo terrorist government and their agents told against him in the Finnish court. But mind you, I want to call your attention to remember the video I made last night, my previous video before this one. Our Papa, Dr. David Masanga, told us some changes of dates that have already happened, that on the 21st of August 2026 will be an official date, the date that our PM will officially take over his defense. In fact, let us see how today will be, because he know that he's working together, he's working hand to hand with our PM Samonekpa's legal team. So he is the one that brought this date again, that it will be on 21st of August that our PM will be allowed to submit a lot of evidence. Maybe whatever he's going to be submitting today will not necessarily be what the judge is going to use to pass ruling on this very appeal. So Kaifu call Yesagata. So I just want to remind you now that one. Then let us go straight to some of the updates and videos I have for you this morning while we await the official report coming from the Finnish court today concerning our PM Samonekpa's appeal. Please, as you're watching this video, endeavor to like the video and share it with other Biafrans. All the very, very important. I go to PM Unti. Okwu ọgwara ndị zoo, okwu ọgwara ndị saboro n'ala Igbo, okwu ọgwara ndị chere na Nigeria ga-efefe ha, ndị so Nigeria wee na-ebu ya agha. Let us hear directly from him first. Then we will continue with the rest of the other updates.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Good afternoon, one Nigerian morons. Good afternoon, those who are now disappointed after yesterday's court ruling, which we know. I want you to understand one thing. There is still room to join the Biafra liberation. The door is open for you to join, so you don't say, had I known. All of you who wrote petition against Samonekpa because of the delusional, imaginary president of P2B, what is your fate today? Are you going to ask for forgiveness from God? Or do you still want to still wallow in your delusional state of Nigeria? The time is now. We've gone far. We've gone very, very far. While you were waiting for your scam P2B, we've gone far. P2B were never real. We told you that P2B is a scam. He was not real. First, you went into election contested against criminal. And then after that, you come back and start saying he was a drug dealer, he forged the certificate, he was this and that. What he did not fight during the primary election is a scam. What P2B did, what they used P2B to do, was to lure some of the Moron Biafras, the gullible ones, into campaigning for one Nigeria, so that by the time it fails, just like it failed now, you will come back again, oh, Nigeria is not working again, and they will tell you, go and sit down. Is it because you lost the election? We refused. So if you come and put yourself under the Biafra liberation movement, nobody is going to say because we lost the election, because we never supported the election in the first place. Now the time is now. So we need support. Where do you belong? You want to stay to continue hoping on a failed state called Nigeria, or it is time you switch side. Biafra door is open for you to join. We're not asking you to go and wear military uniform or wear Biafra liberation army uniform. No, we have men, enough soldiers that have volunteered to fight for your future. Your future is not in Nigeria. Your future is in Biafra. Your future is in Oduduwa. Your future is in Arewa. Can never be in Nigeria. Nigeria is not a country, and you should know that by now. Hope what we have done to you and to your family is back to sender. You know what I'm talking about. Back to sender. Everything I email.
So, for clarity's sake, because this video is not a recent video, this particular broadcast, this particular video was made in the year 2024, yes, so when a PM has not been arrested. So I brought it this morning because of the interest of those morons, Ndi Beriba, Ndara now conspire against him, those Southeast politicians and other agents, Madidiku Derenandochia, Unu Werenka, It is time for una to switch side. There is still time we need change because Nigeria, una no get future with Nigeria. Nigeria is a failed state and Nigeria will never favor you people. And whatever you are collecting from Nigeria to sabotage your own blood will backfire. Una children go collect the cost. The cost go even extend reach una children. So collect this one way you tell una this morning. Moving on to the narrative that have been flying since yesterday on social media, that today that the prosecutor Mbondizu that they will reopen our PM Sabonepa's appeal again and they will start presenting their evidences or their lies again once again against our PM. I'm not going law, but when they go law. I will be playing this woman's video. This our sister, one of her sister now in Finland. I tried to play a video, but there are so many things she said here that I agreed with. That is the reason why I'm going to be playing this video with you now. Before we move on to the next update.
Okay. Good morning. Yes, this is Sunday. Just a quick one. Okay, so today is 16th. Yes, today is 16th. You know, as person that have courtroom experiences. Yes, so I've practiced law in the Zoom, and even in London. Yeah, I still do a little bit of legal stuff. Okay, so with experiences I've had as a legal practitioner. You see, I won't allow this this stuff that is flying around now without at least tricking my mouth inside it. All right. So I think Honorable Pastor Van said something about lawyer that the prosecutors will that is. Did he say that they will be allowed to say something again? That is something like reopening their case. I really, he didn't elaborate. Yes, but I don't want our Biafrans to get into panic. You see, maybe he's being misunderstood because once prosecutors have closed their case, the two prosecutors in our appeal have closed their case. It's our turn now. You see, if there will be any changes, because it's a very dramatic change if the prosecutors, the Zoo side, that is the prosecutor, will be allowed to reopen their case when it's the turn of the defense. They have closed their case now. You see, we are into defense now. So if they'll be allowed to reopen, that is, they want to reintroduce more evidences, the judge will announce it to everybody in court because it's huge. You have closed your case, you see, and if you reintroduce new evidences, it means that the defense again will be given more time to reply. So it's huge. It's a significant part of a matter. If the judge will reconsider the prosecutor in a criminal case to reopen the case after he has closed. So I don't think people understood what Pastor Van meant. You see, so I need to, as from my own experience, that is not reopening the case. Maybe he meant that prosecutors maybe will ask the defense questions from what the evidences that we are introducing as part of our defense, in defense of our case. You see, it's not the prosecutor to introduce more evidences. No, the judge will announce it. Will announce it to the interpreter. And the interpreter will tell the whole court, including we that are the audience. Very crucial. It's a very crucial part of the matter. No, what normally happens is in any case anyway, if it's a civil matter, the plaintiff will be allowed to have his turn. The defendant will be allowed to have his turn, and then there will be closing remarks by both parties. You see, you don't after closing your case, you will come and reopen again. It's a very crucial part. The court will, sometimes the emotion is even filed if you want to reopen your case because it's huge. In some courts, you need to file a motion. You see, and then the judge will go in, and the judges will go and deliberate on it. If they will allow you to introduce that evidence that you want to introduce and reopen your matter again, then you see. So I don't want our Biafrans, my good Biafrans. Biafrans are passing through a lot. Please don't panic, my beloved Biafrans. See the questions that they're asking Ikukuna. You see, they're worried. If the prosecutor will reopen case and introduce more evidences, the judge Gawani, and the judge have not told us anything concerning it. Maybe they will tell us on Monday, but I'm telling you, the lawyer, even if you say that the lawyer told you so, the lawyer can never talk without the permission of the judge. Guys, I mean, they don't jeopardize matter, but this one is crucial. It's causing people to panic unnecessarily. Because prosecutor have closed their case. If there will be any changes to reopen again, the judge will announce it to the whole court. You see? Be kind on a defense. Thank God some people are coming tomorrow again. It won't be only me and Dada that is witnessing what is going on in court. People are, including Pastor Van will also be present tomorrow. You see? Because prosecutor close the case to reopen. It needs very strict permission, and the judges will consider it if you'll be allowed to reopen your case and introduce evidences. You see, so this is what I want to say, my beloved Biafrans. Yes, so things it's all going all right for our appeal. For our anything, it's not going to work out for them. Okay, for this time around, anybody that have adverse plans towards the innocence of our PM. You see, so that thing that they are planning for 2027. I hope that will be with Mary, because the evidences are going to be overwhelming. That you reach out to bribe, you see. There is this kind of bribe that we eat after seeing what you've been shown. There's no way you will not agree with the defense that is the Nigerian terrorist military that are responsible for killing Biafrans. So let's see how it's going. You will be updated as usual. Thank you.
So that narrative, I believe by now, you should have known that is a lie from pit of hell. Something like this will never happen. Our expectation today is that our PM will successfully submit every evidence only. And again, on the 21st of this month will be the official one, whereby any evidence I submit will be used to pass on the judgment on this particular ruling. So, Biafrans, our expectation dey high. Because Biafrans not going to Finland, Bugodu, Aja, Habugoda, Tawa. Our people, many of them have arrived Finland. They are already in court today. So stay tuned on this channel, because my next video will be what is happening in the court, live and direct. Trust School of all updates. Put our PM in your prayer. Chetakwana, onye ọbụla jụrụ Biafra na ọkwa ọnwụ ka ọ nọ. Ọ kakwa mma na amụ ya amụ. So Biafrans, I'll be back again very soon with the latest updates coming from the finished court today about RPN. Stay tuned and turn your post notification bell on for that. Bye bye.
Oh yes, that is it. In fact, what is there is that Simon Ekpa, he has already won this case, and the Nigerian government, they have nothing to do about it, and they have nothing to say about it. They thought that it was at the beginning, at the first stage, when they went to Finland to bribe them with money, with oil contracts, and pay them so that they will silence the issue of Biafra. But this time, everybody has now seen it that Samonekpa did not commit any crime. That is why you see the whole Nigerian government, all of them in their country, they don't even have anything saying concerning Samonekpa case in Finland. It's a very big shame to them, because we know that very soon Samonekpa is coming out, and all those things they used to claim, Samonekpa this, Samonekpa that, then I will know what the government of Nigeria, what they will say about this. In fact, I would like your comment and you like, subscribe, and make sure you share for everyone to see things going on in Biafra land. So thank you for watching.